lifted. I mean, you just long and look forward to that day when your hope's going to be fulfilled and the heartache's going to vanish, and that glorious day when it'll all come back and more becomes your passion. Because once and for all, you realize, oh my goodness, earth can never meet my deepest longings. Now, here's the key when it comes to Jesus. Nobody can hope for heaven while they are still consciously clutching onto sins that they know to be offensive to God. Now, right, okay, holy living's rugged, it's demanding, but the heavenly rewards are going to be so precious. I mean, so friends listening, let's nail our sin to the cross. Let's be like John, the apostle. Let's lean upon Christ, and let's be like Paul, who abandoned themselves to the Lord. Let's be like King David, who wanted to sit at the feet of Jesus. Let's put away the sinful choices, and let's allow suffering to be the sheepdog that snaps on our heels, driving us to Calvary. I mean, suffering is the very thing that's going to reveal the bitterness. It's going to reveal resentment. Suffering and affliction and deep disappointment in your life is going to reveal worries and anxieties. Let's allow suffering to help us be holy inhabitants. Let's get ourselves holy for heaven, because it's a heavenly place, a holy place, and we want to be totally connected with Jesus once we're there. We want to enjoy heaven like he does.
Yes. I love what you said about really and truly that holy living is rigorous. It requires some spiritual muscle, some spiritual maturity as well. So I want to ask, you write about this with great transparency in the book, and as you say, I've had the privilege of being with you on many occasions, Johnny, and there are days when things are great and there are days when it's awful. And you write in the book that there was a day when you simply said, where do I go to quit this paralysis? So for you, you love Jesus. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Your love for him just pours out. But you're a mere mortal like the rest of us. When you have had it, what do you do? How do you then say, okay, I've got to change. I've got to recalibrate what my attitude is going to be. How do you do that?
It happened to me recently. I was at one of our Joni and Friends family retreats in New Mexico, and my pain levels were so high, and there was no air conditioning in our cabin, and I could not get to sleep. And I called out to my friend Carine, who was staying with me. I just called out, and I said, I can't do this. I can't do it. I could not even find a position to get into to sleep because everything was just too painful. And she came over to my bedside and held my hand, and I said, Carine, I just want to give up. I just want to give up. And she said the most stunning thing to me. Quietly, she said, Johnny, your choice to persevere and endure is shaking the heavenlies above New Mexico and probably above this nation. Your choice to persevere is making angels and demons stand on tiptoe, and their amazement at how you might trust God in the midst of all this affliction. Oh, Johnny, she said, the cosmic stakes are so high. All of heaven is observing you. So, my friend, persevere, would you? Endure, would you? Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I mean, is that a friend or what? Just to have somebody to help put it back into perspective, what the pain is all about. There are angels and demons observing our perseverance and endurance through deep suffering, and they're thinking, wow, how awesome her God must be to inspire that kind of loyalty. That, to me, is just amazing. That brings so much glory. It turns the wattage up on God's glory in a level that we just can't imagine. And, her words helped me to get it into perspective and say, you know what, I can do this. I can do this through Christ who strengthens me. Jesus thinks I can do this tonight. And so I'm going to trust him that he's got the grace to give me some position to sleep in which I can be less painful. And sure enough, about a half hour later, I was off. I was out of it. And I woke up the next morning thanking my friend so much for being the kind of Christian friend that we all need, right?
Wow. Johnny, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love the way that you rock, rattle, and roll our perspective on heaven and challenge us to get it right here so we'll enjoy it so much more there. The book is called Heaven, Your Real Home from a Higher Perspective. My heartfelt thanks to Joni Eareckson Tada. By the way, will you pray for my friend on a regular basis that God continues to give her all that she needs to run with perseverance that race that's been set before her. Run, she will someday in heaven. See you next time, friends.